Okay. Have a worksheet. I want to use mine first. Hey guys, can you please check currently? Maybe somebody is holding on to somebody's worksheet because they are giving out quickly. Anybody got Angel's worksheet? Can you like pick out your textbook as well so that we can refer to it while we are use it to help us with our work? So let's take a look at the textbook pages. The textbook page you'll be looking at will be page 133. Right, so if you look at your textbook right here, there are examples on the textbook. But first I will say the textbook examples here, this video here, let's take a look. New share. Okay, okay. Yes, let's take a look at the video here.
How many types of four-sided figures can you identify in this art room? My lantern is made up of four-sided figures too. How many can you spot? I have made some figures of animals using four-sided figures. Can you spot them?
The thing from the textbook.
Now that you have identified the different types of four-sided figures, can you describe some of the properties of four-sided figures?
Okay, so that's a very short clip here. So in this chapter on parallel, rhombus, and trapezium, you realize is a chapter that follows after triangles. It's a chapter that follows after angle properties. So at this very last chapter, you can understand it as a combination of all these things above, before it. Angles, properties, as well as triangles. And the activity that we started on before this week at the exam, the end of the exam, was using triangles to make up four-sided figures. Now, let's help us revise some of the properties of the four-sided figures that you have explored over SLS and the Google Classroom. This is for a square. For squares, they have these three properties that we need to remember. And just as how, like I said, how we used in the previous chapter, the highlighting, the ruler, the set square, we need all these things in this chapter as well. Okay? So a square has four right angles, four equal sides, two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. A rectangle has four right angles, opposite sides that are equal, and two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. So you see that the very clear differences between a square and a rectangle that you know since years back is that four sides are equal. So with that, we answer the question in our workbook with the worksheet here. As you can see, I'm going to do like how he has explained in the textbook. With my highlighter, I marked out the four right angles. As you can see, oops. Okay, maybe a highlighter is a bad idea for this one. I'll use my color pen instead. So you can see this is the right angle that's identified. They are at the corners of the square. So these four are the right angles. I marked them out. Oops. Then you have, it says there, four sides are equal, so they are all 12 centimeter. And you realize it's marked out by this marking here, the little dash. So you can fill in the properties, the measurements easily. Don't forget the units. Because it's a square, four sides equals is marked out by the blue color dashes. Now, the other properties that you can mention in this square is that, right at the side, using a different color. Let me use green color. That all sides are equal, four right angles. You will also notice that AB is parallel to DC. With that, I can draw an arrow showing the direction of the line. Like is a right angle. Like how you mark out right angle with the yellow color, and how you mark out the dashes to show equal sides. I use the green color arrow to show the parallel property. So AB is parallel to DC. The other property that is mentioned is two pairs of parallel lines. So this is one pair. The other pair, let me mark it in red, is, what's the other pair? Yeah, I hear someone saying AD is parallel to, yes, BC. Later I will take it out for you, okay? Okay? So I'll mark it out in red using another color, and because if let's say in an exam question, it might not be you're not receiving a colorful exam paper. So you'll use a double arrow to show AD is parallel to BC. For AB parallel to DC, I use a single arrow that is in green. To show the other pair, I use the red. So it's like this way, right? I said the last week I said you remember to look out for the equal sign. So one pair of equal sign go this way, right? The other equal sign go this way. So it's like this and like this. So these are the two properties. Okay, can I take it that you already know how to fill in B? Yes. So GH is and EH is 11 meters. Please take note of the units, okay? So similarly to the square, I can name other properties. So GH is equal to EF because opposite sides are equal. EH is equals to 11 meters equals to FG because opposite sides are equal. And you realize that, you see, the single dash show you this side is equal to this side. Then they use a different dash, a double dash, or it looks like equal sign. The double dash shows the other equal sides. So similarly, I can use one single arrow to show EF is parallel to HG, and then use a double arrow to show EH is parallel to FG. Is that okay? Okay, the square grid one has a trick to it. You need a ruler, please. Ruler and pencil. Drawn with a ruler and pencil. Can I share the trick with you, or you want to figure out the trick on your own? You've got a square A, B, and CD, and then rectangle. So one of the, oh yeah, I need to use my set square to show you how to do this. The trick to do this. Can you try to draw it first by yourself? Anybody don't have a set square? I need to borrow set square and ruler. Go to my trolley there on the top trolley. Can see? Oh yes, can see. All right. Okay, so the trick here. Chacha, can you bring me one as well? Thank you. Okay, so the trick here for the square and the rectangle, I'm trying to show you two tricks. This is very important. I open it, the question happens, thank you very much, in almost every um, P4 exam and PSLE paper. This is for squares and rectangles, so it appears first in P4, but it appears in PSLE too. Okay, so one clue is this, is that I take this set square, the right angle corner. I don't know, do you already know the trick? So if I put it to, I put it to that side, right? And then I just put it the right angle corner, matching the point A, I'll be able to see the line. Then you realize that the line will intersect at the sweep across the squares here. So this is the line that I'll be drawing. And then the next trick is to use a highlighter to count the number of squares that it crosses. So like for this side, it crosses this square here, 1, 2, and 3. So you will cross 1, 2, and 3 squares as well. 3 spaces. And similarly, I use my set square. I match here. Then I count 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, crosses 3 square at this spot. Find the 2 spots. A, point B, point C, and point D. It goes in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. In this case, the order of naming is clockwise, A, B, C, D. Then I draw the line to match. And then I label the right angle. Is this okay? Never mind. I think he just came back from a break. I'm recording this. Okay? Okay, like for this one, right? I can count the squares. So it crosses two squares here, right? Then I can take my set square, put at the bottom here, and then mark out the two squares that it crosses, which is here and here. And once I find this spot here, it's easy to join with point E. So EFGH. Is this okay? So learn to use the set square wisely. Like how the teacher next source is saying it, the parallel lines. This is like the most important tool. It's like this kind of question is like 2 marks each. 1 mark here, 2 marks each. Are you confident of scoring this? Okay. With a square grid is a lot easier. If you have to draw it on a plain piece of paper, I think that one's challenging. Okay, move on. Okay, move on. I will share back to the computer. Okay, here goes to the properties. This is a recap of what you probably learned when you're primary 4. Do you want to give it a try on your own first? Give you like a couple of minutes to sort these questions out. 3A, B, C, D, E, F. Find an unknown marked angle. Right. Ethan, can you tell me what's A's answer? Thank you very much. Why would you use 90 minus 51 degrees? Yeah, because which one is an right angle? It's point at point W. Yes, thank you. It's XWZ or ZWX. Okay, this is a right angle here. The line here, the diagonal line, cuts the right angle into 2 parts. So you have a part whole. Right? This one, B. What will be the answer? Okay, manageable, right? Is it something that you really need me to explain further? No need, right? Really okay? Don't forget the units, please. You can still use 90 minus 45, but because it's a square, it will cut perfectly at the corner into 2 exact halves. So previously we learned, can I ask you, triangle LMO, what triangle would this be? What type of triangle would this be? Yes, it's a right angle triangle. What else? It's an isosceles triangle. Okay, because you have the sides, 4 sides being equal, right? So you get a right angle isosceles triangle. Yes. Okay. Now, wait. Okay. Okay. Given that B, the diagonal cuts the square LMNO into 2 right angle isosceles triangle, is it the same for D? Is it the same for D? Correct. Thank you very much, Skylar. That's a very important observation. The diagonal did not cut straight across at the point U and point W to cut the square into exact halves. So you will not form isosceles triangles. Okay, it didn't cut across. Okay, but these questions can do. I move on now? So all of them is with the use 90 degrees minus the parts that make it, then you'll get the answer. Don't forget your degree symbol. So your 90 degrees minus 68 degrees, and you get your answer. Don't forget the degree symbol. This one as well, you use it's cut into 3 parts. So you just find the answer accordingly. Okay? Then we move on to deal with the properties of parallelograms. Okay, now, so on the next page on the parallelograms and the purpose and trapezium, we are now going more in depth into the properties. Tomorrow we'll be dealing with the drawings of these shapes. Okay? So here, the first one I mentioned is being able to identify the 2 equal signs for the parallel lines. So first here, I have one parallel line, equal sign, the opposite side. That this AB is going to be the same as DC. Just like the rectangle being like pushed to slant. So this is a parallel line and it's the opposite side. So it will also be 6 centimeter DC. Then you'll find that there's another equal sign here. So I can color this pink. This side will be equals to the opposite side. So this will also be 3 centimeter. I can use a single arrow to demonstrate that these 2 lines are parallel to each other, and use a double arrow to demonstrate that this line is parallel to this other line on the opposite side. So I use a double arrow to show that these 2 lines are a pair and these 2 lines are a pair. And as your friends have shared, the opposite angles will be the same. So I can say that this angle will be the same as this angle here. It will be 55 degrees. And we learned previously that this angle here and this angle here will add up to 180 degrees. So angle BCD or DCB, you can say DCB as well, from D to C to D, or DAB from D to A to B, these 2 are equal. And these 2 are 180 degrees minus 55 degrees. And that's 125 degrees. So ABC is 55 degrees. These 2 are 125 degrees. So BC is 3 centimeters and DC is 6 centimeters. Okay, let's say you do the next one on your own. So I did one example for you. You do one on your own. Okay? First, am I going too fast for you? Okay. So on the next question, I can do the same. First, I identify the 2 equal signs. This one is 1 equal sign. I can run my fingers like this. Like these 2 are a pair. And then these two are a pair, these are opposite sides. Then I find the angles accordingly. Okay, moving on. Moving on, okay, I can move on. Am I going too fast? You can sort this out on your own, okay? Then I can again use my single arrow, double arrow to draw in the parallel sides. Okay, can I let you try on your own? I want you to try 169. Try as homework, okay? Tomorrow we have to spend more time on the drawing part. You can hear next door class already at drawing already. So there's a bit of catch up needed to do. Now, you can skip 168 first. Skip this one first. All right, and skip 168. Use the same methods that I've shared with you on the parallelogram with the rhombus. Okay? It works the same way. And try it with 170. Okay, just 169. Is it okay? If you want to try the other pages, I will fine with that too. Okay? All right? So tomorrow we're gonna finish this and spend more time on drawing four-sided figures. Okay? All right, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.